those feet and socks real? I'll be back after the 30. No, God. So I was sitting at my desk and some came across my email, Jesus. And I clicked on it and it was King Roman. Can I say this? It wasn't the read. It wasn't the read. It wasn't the read at all. It was the visuals. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying not to laugh. But it was one point. It was one point. See, King Roman was doing all the King Roman stuff, talking and all that. It wasn't the talking. It was the pictures for me. And then I looked at one of the pictures where I guess he was laying down and it had the back of his feet, that little back part that hit the little shoe. I'm like, did somebody put some chalk? I said, did somebody put some chalk on his feet? Girl, I thought they had set that up. I said, is that chalk? I said, is that chalk on his feet? Baby, I thought somebody went to a chalkboard and got some erasers and put it around his ankles and stuff. I said, I know. Oh my God. And then the socks. I'm like, is them white and black socks? Oh my God. Oh my God. It was the visuals for me. It was the visuals for me. It was like, all I heard King Roman was like, wah, 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 wah. Like, it was like the Charlie Brown when the teacher be talking, he'd be like, wah, 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 wah. That's all. After I saw them pictures, whatever King Roman said, baby, I can't even tell you what King Roman said. I can't tell you because the pictures did it for me. It was the pictures. It was the pictures. The pictures look stank. The pictures look stank. And then the fingernails. Y'all see these fingernails? It ain't no dirt under them. It was the visuals. It was the visuals. Dre Day, I don't know what's really going on. I really don't know what's going on. But y'all, I thought that was a joke. I thought that was a joke. How do you not see all of that whiteness? Oh, and let me say this. I want to be very clear. I am not team trifecta. I'm not team perfecta. I'm not team King Roman news. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. I ain't none of that. I am looking at this picture, and you have this man with white stuff on the back of his feet, and nobody ain't say nothing. Nobody ain't say nothing. Cause I'm like, I seen Ashy, but I ain't never seen Ashy like the part. Nobody don't know what lotion ministry is. Nobody don't know what lotion ministry is. I mean, seriously, whenever I wear sandals, I lotion my feet up, and then I get between the toes. Okay, I make sure that there is a pedicure or manicure, or at least the toenails are clipped, baby. And them socks. Oh my God, I'm like, if them socks, the socks look like corn chips. Baby, all I could think was toe jam and corn chips, and they was mid man. I'm like, who? Oh my God, it was the visuals, and I can't tell y'all what King Roman said because I was so distracted by the ashiness, the dirty fingernails. Some ain't right. Some ain't right. Some ain't right. Some ain't right. There is some trauma. And the thing that bothered me was, why you gonna take that picture on that carpet? Baby, that carpet was busy. That carpet was doing all kind of things in that room. And then it just, y'all hold on, my man calling. Somebody was actually calling me. So let me see what y'all saying. Now, Rebel don't play that. Some sure don't value. Personal hygiene is very important. Pastor Teen Coin Commentary, huh? Jesus be about a Eucerin. Lord Jesus, lotion minister, dingy. Them socks look crunchy. I ain't going there. All cape up on his feet. Baby, I thought somebody had just got went to a chalkboard and just put it all over them feet. I was like, I know these people made this up. I know nobody ain't going to no hotel with feet looking like that. With people around. Oh my God. Okay. Somebody said, I got a side eye Vic because Shakim been to his house. That's how you know he stinks. I had to switch to his chat so I can see the comments. But he around Vic a lot, so Vic does not smell boo. I'm gonna leave that alone. Pastor will be back after his select. Baby, I had to take a phone call. You take a good, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both. Now you have the facts of life, honey. Okay? Baby, it's giving good times. Woo child, Paulette Waters. Ain't we lucky we got them? That's embarrassing as a man. I mean, God dang. I mean, I thought somebody actually put chalk on his feet. I'm like, this is a joke. I know this is a joke. And then it was like dirt on his feet. And I'm like, how do you go out like that? And that stuff be stinking. That stuff be stinking. Whatever they did to Myra feet, they need to do to Shakim feet. I can see your comments, Gubs girl. Yes, I saw them nails. Y'all, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I ain't being funny. But that don't make no sense. And my thing is this, you all. That's nasty. And this is why, now, I don't want to mention that lady, but this is why I think that lady wasn't lying. See, let me say this now. When you good, you good. When I think you telling the truth, I think you telling the truth. And I think that lady is telling the truth. I don't think that lady don't have no reason to lie. Now, look, y'all, I'm on my lunch break. That's why I came on. Baby, if I went over top of somebody, I apologize in advance. I'm being very honest. I'm on break, so I'm coming on. But, baby, I had to come up out of here. Baby, on that hotel carpet, first of all, that's the Las Vegas hotel carpet. So you know everybody done been on that carpet. Okay, you know everybody done been on that carpet, right? Thank you, she talks too much. Everybody done been on that carpet. But the thing is that carpet intensified how his feet look. And baby, it was like the carpet was highlighting the feet. And baby, I wish the woman was washing his hair, his feet with her hair. Oh, Lord Jesus. Because something is wrong. Something is wrong, y'all. And I'm serious. Y'all looked at the picture. And let me say this, y'all. I can't tell you, and I'm not lying, y'all. I'm not lying. I ain't trying to be shady. I can't tell y'all one thing that King Roman said. I can't tell y'all one thing that King Roman said because those pictures were so distracting. And the feet and the legs and the mismatched socks and the shoes ain't looking quite right. And I'm like, baby, it looked like he was about to go lay in the streets of Vegas. I'm like, who does that? And I ain't trying to be shady, but you can't, let me say this. You can't talk about nobody with feet looking like that. You can't say nothing to nobody. Baby, I thought they had put flour on your feet. It looked like poor hygiene. It looked like poor hygiene. It really did, y'all. And I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't trying to, baby, it looked bad. It looked bad. And just those pictures, and even though I don't deal with nests like that, but I do believe she was telling the truth. Because you look at them pictures, and let me say, you can get mad at me, you can cuss me out, you can say whatever you want. But we saw them pictures, and them pictures don't look good. And I wouldn't want you in my car looking like that. I really wouldn't. So I don't care. I don't care. And I don't know who your favorite is. Baby, I don't care what you got to say. I don't care if it was taken 5 years ago. Nobody don't need to be looking like that. Nobody don't need, I don't care if it was 10 years ago. You don't need to be looking like that. Nobody should be able to take pictures of your feet and it look like you've been kicking flour up in the kitchen. No one should be. I don't care who you are. Now you mad. You mad because that boy got hygiene issues. And instead of him fighting everybody, he needs to fight for soap and water. He needs to fight for Degree and what's the other stuff? Secret and Old Spice. He need to be fighting for toothbrushes and fighting for lotion. You're fighting for the wrong thing. Baby, I could see them Chinese women and them Vietnamese women doing his toenails. Ooh, I can. Ooh, they'll be. Ooh, she said you pretty like cheerleader, baby. I could. Ooh, baby, that water would be murky by the time they finish. I mean, y'all, I thought somebody put chalk on his feet. Oh, Jesus. Oh, y'all. Let me say this. It ain't no team trifecta. It ain't no team. It's team hygiene. It's team soap. It's team deodorant. It's team manicure. It's team pedicure. Baby, them socks. Oh my God. I don't care, but I tell you what, I can get Botox, but it ain't gonna be stank. It ain't gonna be stank. I tell you what, I'm gonna get some next week, ho, but it ain't gonna be stank. See, that's the thing. You will never hear that Jay Wilson was stank. You will never hear that. So I don't care if you mad. Dude, hygiene is bad. And my Botox don't stink. And my Botox don't require deodorant. And my Botox do not leave me looking ashy. Okay? So you can say what you want. Botox funk don't exist. And that shit don't bother me. Thank God I can afford it. But that does not excuse that man from being stank, Octavius. Ooh, that grieved my spirit. I saw them feet. I'm like, I know this is a joke. I said, I know they staged this. I said, I know they staged this. Baby, it looked like they just put flour on his feet like that. Girl, I'm like, is you been walking in flour? What is going on? And then them socks. Y'all, I'm serious. When I saw them socks, it looked like a bag of mildew stuff, and you just put them socks on. Oh my God, y'all! It was just, and like I said, I could not hear what King Roman was saying because the focus was no more on King Roman's delivery. It was more on them pictures. And baby, them pictures, I don't care if them pictures was 17 years ago. That don't make no sense. No, the pool don't do that to you. Well, okay, say if he did go to the pool, then why didn't he just put some lotion on? Why ain't he put no lotion on? This is the problem. See, folk want to be talking about people and all of this stuff. and they looking dry and dirty fingernails. And see, this is why I don't do potluck. This is why I don't be doing potluck at people's houses and stuff, because folks swear they can cook and stuff, and they may be able to cook, but baby, fingernails all dirty. And you only give people more evidence to the fact. Baby, they must have had extra chlorine in that water that day. Girl, they must pour the whole thing of bleach in that water, Paulette. They must pour all the bleach in the water. Because, baby, that was some deep stuff. Baby, I mean, all you need is some baby oil or something. I mean, but Miss Paulette, Tammy, I thought they was joking. And y'all know that carpet had all of them intricate designs, you know, and stuff. And he was all on that carpet. And then all of a sudden you just see that white on the back of his feet. And you just see all of that whiteness. And I'm like, okay. And then you saw the back of his legs and stuff. I'm like, Miss Paulette, who child? Honey, them heels, baby, looked like he was climbing up on the rough side of the mountain. I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain. Baby, he was coming up on the rough side. Baby. Oh my God. Let me say this. King Roman didn't have to do, let me say this. All King Roman had to do was just put them pictures up, and it was enough. I'm serious, y'all. I cannot tell you what King Roman said. I could not give you the detail that King Roman talked about. All I know is I saw them photos, and them photos was just like, excuse me? Now, let me say this, y'all. I don't have a problem with Shakim Ra. What's up, Stephen? I don't have a problem with Shakim Ra. I don't. But I have a problem. Go with me now. If Ness is saying that you were worse in Seattle than you were in Las Vegas, and we see pictures in Las Vegas of you looking like you done rolled around in the desert sands, in the dunes over there in Vegas, looking like you kicking up flour, like somebody got a chalkboard and just hit the back of your heels. And you wearing socks like that, and it was worse in Seattle? Girl, because it looked like it wasn't too good in Vegas. Oh my God. Okay. Baby, let me say this again. Somebody sent me this, because y'all don't understand. People will send you stuff, because I wasn't really following Rita after she was going and walking around, and really I kind of left Rita alone after Lala Diamond came on and started talking about. I left Rita alone, but somebody sent me that clip and I watched it, and I was like, oh my God, Rita, what the hell you doing? What the hell you doing, Rita, right? But then, y'all, they sent, oh my God, and a wash rag. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. Oh my God. And I'm afraid that somebody gonna take that baby because Rita is doing some stuff and honey, girl, your old days are long gone, niece. Oh, it was nasty. Oh, it was nasty. I'm like, Rita, what are you doing, boo? What are you doing? But then somebody this morning sent me the KRN thing. I said, okay, I clicked on it. Honey, as soon as I clicked on it, all I saw was, I'm like, who feet is these? I'm like, is this a crime scene? I'm like, is this the crime scene? You know, when people ain't no longer with us, they start getting rigor mortis and stuff. I'm like, is this a crime scene? And child, when I found out what it was, baby, nothing King Roman said registered. All I saw was them pictures. H-Town, sweetie, let me say this. People making some bad decisions. People really making some bad decisions out there. I think it's a bad decision to come to Las Vegas with plastic bag. You mean to tell me that you got on a plane with plastic bags? The last time I saw somebody coming on a plane with plastic bags was the people from Katrina. I ain't gonna ever forget it. We were going to the airport in New Orleans, and people in Katrina lost everything. They ain't had nothing but plastic bags. And I never forget, I had to tell this businessman off because the people sat in the wrong first class seat and the man was getting ready to go off. I pulled him aside. I said, do you see those plastic bags? I said, these people have lost everything. I said, the least you can do is give them a break. The last thing they need is somebody harping on them because they sat in the wrong seat. And he backed off. That's the last time I saw somebody on a plane with plastic bags. But you thought it was okay to get on that plane with plastic bags. It's about them choices. And I'm like, is there something mentally wrong? Has he never been on a plane before? Does he not know how to travel? And see, I'm asking myself this question because again, sometimes we have privileges that other people may not have. But I'm like, oh, Jesus. But then everybody want to come for folk. Lord Jesus, now he gave him the red shorts. That's why he probably really liked Lemon. That's why he pretty much like Lemon. Because Lemon gave him something. But I can't understand. I hope he took a bath. Lemon, I hope he took a bath before y'all start wrestling. Because baby, I can't see you wrestling with that. I can't. And nobody ain't say nothing. That's the thing that I got. Let me tell y'all something. Lemon, Ness, King Roman, Ro, Lolo, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit. Now, why am I saying that? How y'all gonna let that man, first of all, even if he didn't stink, let's say the man did stink. We see you, it's me, Jazzy. Let's say that the man didn't stink. Let's say the man didn't stink. Y'all didn't see them feet. Y'all didn't see them feet. Y'all didn't see them fingernails. Y'all didn't see all of that. Nobody ain't pull him aside and say, hey, come here. You know, I ain't trying to hurt your feeling or nothing, but you smell a little pungent. You smell a little gamey. And you need to do something about that. Because, yeah. Let me tell y'all something. If I got a boog in my nose, please tell me. Please don't let me go up on no podium with no boog in my nose. Okay? Please. Nobody ain't say nothing? No, Stephen. Nope. He's adjacent. He's B-sector adjacent. Trust me, he's B-sector adjacent. No, no, Bobby Jr. He's B-sector adjacent. Baby, we ain't claiming that. Child ain't taking no baths or nothing. That's messy. And like I said, y'all, I don't know that man like that, but I saw, baby, that carpet had multiplicities. That carpet was busier than the 105 in LA. Honey, that carpet was busier than the 405 and Interstate 95 and Interstate 10. Okay, that carpet was busy. But baby, when I can see your white heels in the midst of the craziness of the carpet, on hotel carpet at that. Brooklyn butter on hotel carpet. Y'all know people done hunched on them carpets in Vegas. They done dropped cigarettes, okay? People done did everything on them carpets. And you sitting up there, sitting on that, ooh, and the mere fact that your feet is on them carpets, that's enough right there. This is why when you drop some on the floor, throw it in the garbage. Girl, throw it in the garbage. Throw it in the garbage. But I could not believe that. And I'm like, and I thought somebody was playing a joke. I'm like, I know this is a joke. I know these are stage pictures. I said, I know these are stage pictures. I know y'all lying to me. I said, I know nobody ain't going on no trip looking like that. I said, I know y'all playing with me. I said, I know nobody ain't showing up with mismatched socks and mismatched shoes. Okay, I knew y'all lying to me. I said, I know y'all lying to me. And sure enough, not sure enough, but sure enough, I'm like, Lord have mercy. What's up, Melissa?
I don't know. I just can't believe in pictures.
Melissa, did you see that picture?
I seen them before and I seen them again, but I thought they was fucking joking.
D-Miss O, let me apologize to D-Miss O. D-Miss O, girl, I wanted to click on your link, but girl, you know, I got some meetings and I got this lunch break. I hate to go on top of folk, but D-Miss O, I had to tell it. I had to come on and tell it. So again, D-Miss O, King Roman News was up there, you know, talking about the Shakim situation. Girl, I didn't hear anything King Roman said. Because after they showed them pictures with them mismatched socks, them dirty socks, them mismatched shoes, and that boy's heels looking like he been kicking flour, and them dirty fingernails, girl, I was floored. I thought they was set up
I ain't never
pictures.
seen the fingernails part. I ain't got nothing to say because I like Shakim. I'm just saying this doesn't look good, and this going on this weekend. This gonna be some shit. I said that in my live to pray for Rita. I ain't. Oh my Lord Jesus, it's a lot.
I don't know what's going on with Rita, and like I said, I'm afraid for Rita because baby, what she did.
Me too. I heard it last night when I had came in because I had called it Uber.
Oh, I saw it. Somebody sent me the clip. I'm like,
I swear.
I'm like, did she just do what I thought she just did?
They said they took the live down, then they put somehow. How can it be still on YouTube in a short? Now somebody saying CPS. I don't want to see nobody go through shit. And like I was telling, it's just some crazy shit. I said that in my life, this would be too goddamn much. And I ain't got nothing against Shakim, but this ain't gonna even be right.
Let me say this. I don't have nothing against Shakim. I just have something against folk traveling like that. And I just think that there's something mentally not there. Maybe he has experienced homeless more than most people, and maybe some of them homeless traits come back to him. I don't know. but
I
some
don't
ain't
know.
right.
I don't know. It's a lot of shit. I don't know. I was just saying. When I seen it, I mean, I seen it before, but I thought, they was in Vegas. I thought this shit was a skit until Roman brought them pictures back out. I'm like, and I never seen the one with the fingernails until just now.
Melissa, baby, it's rough out there. I thought it was skit last year. I don't know if it's a
I
skit.
did too.
I
I
don't
thought it
know.
was a skit. I thought it was a
I
skit.
don't
I swear
know.
to God.
Well, baby, don't skit like that no more. Please don't skit like that. Because I was like, who heals? Baby, when I say it looked like somebody just put some chalk on his heels, and
I
I'm
thought
like,
it was
is he
flour.
walking on his heels?
I thought they went and got a bag of flour and dipped his heel in flour.
I'm not lying. I thought that was the case too. I'm not lying. But
Until then, I don't know.
let me say this. Let me say something too. Now, when Shaquem did go to Vegas, y'all know I was eating him up because he had them K&G 2-pieces. Okay, baby, he had on them old man 2-pieces. And I'm like, are you okay? How old are you? Because baby, he had on them 65-year-old men 2-piece short sets. You know what I'm saying? The nylon ones that look real uncomfortable, but they shorts and stuff. And I'm like, okay. And it looked like he didn't have a lot of luggage.
All I know, this live that King Roman did made me go back in my memory. But it's like I say, I was seeing some of the shit that went on in Vegas, but it made me really think this shit really did happen.
Jazzy said those clothes were probably donated. Well, they said them red shorts he had on, Lemon gave it to him. Why you going to places and you don't have enough clothes? Oh, Jesus. Why you do that? Why you do that?
This really made me think. I thought it was a fucking skit last year. Cause you know how we be bullshitting and yank. But then you say, then I didn't see when that said again this year.
Hey, Stephen.
Again this year? Again?
Now, she said it was worse in Seattle than it was in Las Vegas. And honey, if that's what Las Vegas was looking at, girl, I'm like, because it looked bad in Vegas too. Somebody said when he came in the camera with that old man outfit and those fake gold grills, baby, I thought it was a joke too, but I don't know. What's up, Stephen?
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and have you and say, hey, Stephen. I don't know. It just brought back some memories. I'm like, this is for real, for real. This is gonna be a hell of a weekend, for real, for real.
It will. Stephen, is you on? Stephen. Hello? Stephen?
Where you at, Stephen?
Stephen, you there?
Hold on. Hey, can you hear me now?
Okay, we can hear you now, Stephen. What's going on?
Okay, all right, hold on. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting weekend, especially like now that these, those pictures resurfaced of those, those heels, those, those chafing Caucasian heels that were shown. That was a mess, baby.
Stephen, I ain't gonna lie.
I swear, I thought it was a joke.
That carpet was very busy, but baby, it wasn't busy enough to hide them white heels.
No, not yeah.
And Stephen, it was not only that; it was his legs. It was even his legs.
That's why I thought it was a crime scene almost, the way the legs were like
because
kind of
like what's
thrown
the black
about.
spots on his legs?
I don't know.
Now, I didn't see the black spots, but I just
it was like his legs. I'm like, do he have polio? Girl, because I'm like, is that polio?
The first thing that popped out were the crack Caucasian hoods for me. That was what it was for me. Was the crack Caucasian hoods.
And so, then the socks, and then the socks. You think it's bed bugs, girl? You could be right. And them mismatched shoes.
You know, that might play a part in the smell that they were smelling too. Because, you know, when was the last time them socks was washed? Because it looked like they had like a white gray film like over them.
And to think, Stephen, you was gonna meet that person in Seattle.
My God, it was going to be a setup.
I don't know if it was gonna be a
My God.
setup. I don't know if it was gonna be a setup, baby. But I'm gonna tell you what, if Brian would have went, baby, it would have been on and popping because Brian would have talked about it. Oh, he would have.
He would have roasted the hell out of him. Yeah, he would have.
Let me say this,
Sure would
y'all.
have.
I would have been, cause see, I don't have a problem with Shakim, but you know, I would have been like, ooh, y'all. If somebody, I don't know if they got an internal infection, but I would have been like, ooh, something was just not smelling right. I can't pinpoint
Well,
who, y'all.
mm. Well, you know what? It
Baby!
sounds like he is dying from the inside and it's coming and it's leaking out, and people are able to smell it. So that's what it is he's dying from the inside.
I don't know what it is. I really don't. I don't even think it's from the inside. I think it's just, you know, you need to get one of them rocks and scrape your
Mhm.
feet. You need to use deodorant.
Pumice stones. Yeah, yeah. But they
You
said
need
he
to get
didn't travel with deodorant. Like he didn't have any deodorant. He didn't have any toothpaste. He didn't have any mouthwash. He didn't have none of that.
well, he
So
need to get
that's what I want to ask you, Jay Wilson. How does someone make it to 30-some years old and they don't know that proper protocol when you go out and meet people, yet alone when you just go out your front door? That's just common courtesy, and that should just be a part of your everyday routine when you get ready, is to bathe yourself and to present yourself, you know, in a respectable manner. But who doesn't know at that age to,
I don't
you know what I'm
know. I
saying?
don't
Like
know. And then I'm like,
how
is
do
your
you get
mama
that far
there
in
or
life?
somebody there? Because I thought it was a skit too. I mean, come
No,
on,
it can't
Stephen.
be a
You
skit.
know, it's like you get up, you take
Who would
up.
allow themselves to, how would that be a skit? If he would have already said that it was a skit, he would already called that out if that was, because who
Yeah,
would
and
allow
my thing,
themselves to be that look like
you know,
that,
I
like be
mean,
clowned
what
out?
happened to brushing your teeth and flossing and then taking a shower, putting some deodorant on? I mean, you know, golly, you know what I'm saying? Put some moisturizer on, some lotion stuff. I mean, and then make sure them socks, ooh, because you right, them
I
socks had
gotta
a white
say,
film on it. It was just like,
yes.
and I really thought they was playing when he was laying down and you saw the white stuff on his heel. And I'm like, this can't be real. I know these girls
It
is
was
playing.
caked up. It was caked up. Yeah, he needs a pumice stone, and it's going to take a good couple weeks to get all that chafing and all that crack off of the heels. You know, that is years of built up,
Well,
years
I'm
and
gonna say
years of
this.
built
I
up.
really didn't hear, and y'all, I'm not lying. I really didn't hear what King Roman was saying. King Roman was like in the
It was
background.
good.
I was so focused on like, are these pictures AI edited?
No, I remember seeing those last year. Yeah, I remember seeing them. I haven't
I
seen
guess I
the
wasn't paying
dirty
no
fingernail
attention,
one.
but that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was my first time seeing them. Because again, I know a lot of people think OJ Wilson, but I don't really follow a lot of people. But
Mm-hmm.
now with the stank stuff that's going on, and then you see this
Stuff.
stuff, like this go hand in hand. It's like it's like you could take this to court. You could take this to court and say, you see his hygiene habit even here, Your Honor. You see, notice Exhibit 1, the white crust on the feet, Exhibit 2, the dirty fingernails. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he was moonwalking through a sandbox
Baby,
of
I
baking
don't know why
soda.
Lemon was wrestling that boy. And I mean, they was wrestling
Oh,
hard.
I would not have
Baby, they
gotten
was very
close.
close in contact.
Yes.
But then this is the thing. I mean, how y'all sleeping? I can't sleep. First of all, I can't sleep in heat. I can't sleep in stank. How you sleeping?
Mm-mm.
Baby, how you sleeping close proximity.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. Jay Wilson is who got the spot closest to his feet. Whose head was laying next to his feet? That's what I want to know. Because I feel sorry for that person. Who laid their head next to them feet?
All I can say is you can't be reading people and you got issues with hygiene.
Got them issues. No.
That's deep. You know, I
No.
mean, I can't say everybody, but most of the people that I know, they're going to floss and brush their teeth. They're going to take their shower.
That's a
They're
minimum.
they're going to wash their face, at least put on a moisturizer too. Some people don't do that, but at
Minimum.
least put on a moisturizer to put some deodorant on, put a little smell good on. You know what I'm saying? Make sure their clothes clean. You know what I'm saying? And walk out the door. You don't be wearing dirty stuff. Let me tell you something. I scraped against the car one day and I had on khaki pants, and you know how like some of the dirt will get on your pants.
Mm.
I went right back into the house and I'm like, I gotta change because I know it's a mistake, but it's dirt on my pants.
Mm-hmm. And people would be pointing it out too. Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
Or if there's something spilled, let me hurry up and get this off real quick, and then I'm gonna go home. And if I gotta go somewhere else, I'm gonna change because I don't want to have no soiled clothes on.
Go home on my lunch.
This is why I can't understand that people be having that underarm stuff and all of the deodorant cake stuff. Girl, get rid of that shirt. That shirt is gone. That shirt is gone. Yes.
But my thing is like, what you said, you signed up for. You know that you went to meet up
baby,
with
hold
these
on for a
people in
minute,
the
baby.
beef
The
sector.
fake pastor is watching, baby. They sent it to me, and the fake pastor was show watching. Yep. Show enough.
Who's the fake pastor?
Show enough. That powder residue. Go ahead. Stephen.
No, I was gonna say that. No, I don't forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead, Jay Wilson.
But Stephen, ain't it really weird that I'm seeing that people trying to wrap people up in their stuff? And I said it this morning. Brian is really good at doing that. Like, y'all scared of James. So when he fights Spill It Boy, instead of him fighting Spill It Boy, he want to bring people in because folks scared of folk. And I'm like, no, fight your own battle. So I see that playbook is happening really a great deal in the beef sector this Christmas season.
Okay, do you see that happening in regards to this KRN Dirt Nest situation?
I see it because when they asked, when James Treasure Lane said that, I don't care what he said, they were trying to, if people wrap people in, and you just got to be very careful how you answer these questions with these people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it can look shady to the other person listening in. It can. Yeah, it definitely can. It's
show your favorite loud watcher, but he still went on the trip. And nobody was saying that Stephen was stank. And nobody was saying that Stephen brought clothes in a plastic bag. So I know you don't like what we're talking about, but it is what it is. The boys stank, and that's it. I'm just sorry.
Listen, I know he gets money from donations from people like when he goes live. So where's the money from the donations going? When they send you money, they know that you're about to go on a trip. Why aren't you allocating some of that money towards getting you, a nice, at least one piece of decent luggage so you can carry with you, or just a couple of pieces? You don't even got to spend a lot of money.
You making it sound so expensive. That hoe could go to Ross.
That
hoe could go to Ross or Marshalls.
Yes.
If you got $15, you can get a bag.
You can get you a bag. You got $9.99. You can get you a shirt. Yeah, you can stack up, and I know the people are giving him money. So where is the money going to? Because the damn sure ain't going to hygiene products and clothes and socks and toothpaste. Where's the money going? Yeah,
because baby, let me say
this. Going to housing.
I know you if you got $25. If you got $25, you can get one of those travel bags, hard case travel bags that you can put your clothes in. It ain't no need, and there ain't no reason why people are traveling with hefty garbage bags. He ain't the only one who done did the hefty trash bags too. I mean, Lord have mercy.
That's the first time I've seen it. I've never seen that before.
It's going to Popeyes. Well, it may be, but I mean, Popeyes ain't helping you on these trips, and you got to. But like I said, it's Stephen. Again, it's not people thinking that they're better than anybody else. It is choices. And my thing is this:
No,
if you
it's
limit
not that at
yourself, that's
all.
all you're gonna have. So if you keep on limiting yourself to certain things, then that's what you have. And so maybe you're just too sheltered in that mentality. Because you saying that you got these big jobs and these big projects and you making this money, but I can't understand that. Maybe he losing the jobs because of hygiene.
You know what? That could be a situation as well, because he's always been in and out of employment, mostly out of employment, and has always relied on the sectors to support him. So this is just a recurring pattern with him. So it ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. And my
and
thing
like I said, I'm not team. I'm not no trifecta or no factor or Wallace factor and stuff. That don't even matter to me. I mean, you cannot deny the fact that those were his pictures. You cannot deny the fact that didn't look good. I'm just saying, it just didn't look good.
No, it was a bad look. And then you're in no position to drag anybody. Stop challenging people to come out and drag with you, and for you to drag them and to them to drag you. You're in no position to drag anybody.
Well,
like, these people
may be obsessed. He may be obsessed, but he's not stinking.
No, I'm not obsessed with
this
nobody.
Is the thing. Nobody is coming for that man. We're only talking about what we see.
No. That man has been coming for me. He's been doing panel tours, bringing up my name every time he opens his mouth. I don't hit panels like that. He does, bringing my fucking name up. So I respond.
Hey, Lady Nika, baby. I don't know if you saw them pictures over there. King Roman had these pictures up. Baby, I couldn't even hear King Roman talk. Baby, it looked like somebody was kicking up dust and flour. Baby, it was nasty. It was dirty fingernails, dirty clothes, dirty socks. It was bad, Lady Nika. And Lady Nika, baby, let me say this, Lady Nika. You said what you said. But they're trying to get you to fight because I guess you had put something in the chat, ODS, and baby, they're trying to make a big squawk out of it about what Ness was wearing. And all Lady Nika said was she heard that somebody said she was iron on. And Lady Nika didn't even say she said it. She heard that somebody was ironing the stuff. Okay, they was ironing the stuff. Lady Nika didn't even say it was that. She said they was just ironing, honey. They is messy. That's all I can say, Lady Nika.
Everybody fighting, child. Everybody fighting. But what's up, Pastor? I see you sitting up here with the race. You sitting up here with the racist child. You know, the one that don't like black people because of his clan daddy. Shame and a scandal, bitch. Just like
who
Charlie
you talking about? Who you talking about?
I'm talking about that Stephanie that's sitting up there looking a hot mess. Why you on mute, bitch? Because this season's beatings around this motherfucker. We calling out everybody today, bitch. Let's go, motherfucker. Get your fake Baptist ass. You shock therapy dead motherfucking chromosome having bitch. Let's get it on. I'm waiting for all you motherfuckers, especially that tragedy King Kaios, that dying fucking troll over there. I don't know why the fuck Sir Chitlin throat, King dick sucking ass, made a fucking Avatar Nation with your punk pussy asses. All you motherfuckers that's sitting behind goddamn avatars ain't about shit. A bitch can come on camera, house dirty, pussy dirty, and any motherfucking thing that ain't sturdy. Now what's the tea, Stephanie, bitch? Since I'm chasing you around while Treasure laid your motherfucking ass down. What's the tea? Why your racist ass ain't put your goddamn clan uniform on, motherfucker? What's going on? Let's get it, bitch. You sitting up here with the blacks, but you don't even like the blacks. What's the tea? Done got ran out of fraud Umar Johnson sector with his gorilla motherfucking vanilla pudding loving ass. Pro-black just like ZX with his motherfucking Geritol ass. Got a white goddamn wet nurse over there sucking dick all motherfucking day, bitch. It's season's beatings round this motherfucker. What's the matter, bitch? Get off mute, motherfucker. Let's go. Wake up! Let me turn the shower off for you heroin addicts.
I mean, Sparkles, you have been really on one today. I mean, tell people how you really feel. I mean, you came on for somebody else. My God, Sparkles.
Motherfuckers, all you pussies.
I mean,
What's going
Sparkles.
on?
I mean, really, I mean, this stuff, because you know, me and Stefan just talking about Shakim and this stuff. I mean, but really, you got issue with Stefan? I mean, why you got an
Nah,
issue
I
with
don't like
Stefan?
that thing. That thing was over there calling Tulsa phone. Now I don't like that rock science titty ass nigga either. But don't be lying up here and playing in people's faces. I don't like that shit. Talk about somebody playing in a bitch face. I don't play a damn bitch face. Y'all done seen my pussy clean. You done seen it dirty, bitch. But one thing you not gonna do is sit up here talking all that black power shit and then running around. You don't even like the blacks. What's the motherfucking gag, bitch?
What clip did I say I don't like black people? Because I'm a black
You
person,
heard what
so
I
that
said,
means I don't like
motherfucker.
myself.
You been
So
over
you're a
there,
Where is
Shakim
the
been
clip,
dragging your
Sparkles?
You're a
ass
liar.
through the
Stefan
goddamn
looks
You
really
mud,
are
bitch.
a
black.
liar.
He
Keep
look
your
You're a
black.
lies
So
liar.
here.
where's the
Shakim was
clip?
on.
Yeah, and I love myself.
Shakim was over there playing the shit the
Shakim don't
other
even
day,
like you.
and Dance was over
Shakim,
there playing
I
all that
was.
shit.
Hold on.
Shakim, hey, Shakim, because
He's
Shakim
got this
told me to
Well,
twisted.
let him
fucking face.
respond, Sparkles. Let him respond.
Yeah,
God
shut your
damn, let him
motherfucking ass up and
respond.
go clean your motherfucking house, bitch. So anyway, so he was playing a clip of me telling a story about my father. It wasn't my sentiments, it was a story my father had shared. It was not anything that sentiments I felt personally. So that has nothing to do
But
with
you
me.
bigged the shit up and then went on your channel and started
So
talking shit
you
and
just lied. You just
degrading
lied.
black
Don't try to
people.
deflect
And you,
now.
there
That
ain't
was
nobody
me talking about
deflecting,
my
bitch.
father.
Say what the fuck
That
you
my
said.
father is
Your
not me.
father got the
My
same
father is
sentiments
not
as
me.
you, bitch.
Our father
Yes,
is
y'all
not
got the
me.
same sentiments,
My
bitch.
father's
You
not
are your
me.
father's
So you
children.
just
We all
lied.
take some
You
of our
lied and
parents'
said I was
traits,
a
bitch.
racist, which is not
You
true.
are a
You
racist, bitch.
lied and said
You
I was a
are
racist,
racist
which is
because when
not
you're
true.
looking down on black people,
You are
you're
a
a fucking
lie.
racist,
You are a
bitch.
lie.
You're a
Well, my
liar.
actions
Just
don't
like
show it.
Charlie Raggedy
What
ass.
actions do I show?
That
And what
bitch, your
actions do I
probably
show
show
that
just
I
like
don't like
Sassy,
black people?
motherfucking
What
upgraded ass.
actions do I show?
Everybody spending some
The
thousands of
only
fucking
black
dollars
person I
to
know
sit
I'm
there
better
with
than is
Trick
you.
Clock.
Only
Rick,
black
mother, you
person
ain't
I
better
know I'm
than
better
shit,
than is
bitch.
you.
You ain't better than
Only
shit,
black
bitch.
person
Because you
I'm
can
better
never
than is
dominate the
you.
music
That's for
industry,
damn sure.
bitch.
I
What
know
the
I'm
fuck
better
can
than
you do?
you.
What,
I know
how
I'm
you
better
better
than
than
But
you.
me?
You're the
Sparkles,
When you
only
but the
black
started fuck,
person I'm
Sparkles,
better
but
when
than.
you trying to
Sparkles,
fuck motherfucking Jason Dick, bitch.
Sparkles, I'm gonna
She
mute
don't
you.
even got her. She don't
Sparkles,
even
I'm gonna
got
mute
her
you. Hold
facts
on.
straight.
Now, this is the thing. The man daddy could be racist. He can't help who he born to. But my thing is, what information do we have or concrete evidence that we have that
That
Stefan
I
is racist? Because he
personally
look
said that.
black. I mean, he may have a white daddy, but he sure do appear black. So what
Yeah.
is that evidence?
Let me read this, Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, when you know
Look,
things, you know
look at
things.
him
By the way
skipping
they
across.
talk.
Yeah, you don't got
By
no
the
answer
way,
for that, do
shut
you?
up.
You
I'm
ain't got
talking,
no answer, right?
motherfucker.
Because you got
By the
called
way
out in
they're
pop.
talking
You got
and the
called out in
shit that
pop,
they say.
and you look
Just
like
like
a fool.
sassy
You are
ass.
a fool.
And it's about I spent all this money to go to fucking Vegas.
Well,
Why? So
you
Rick
owe an
Ross can keep
apology. You owe
motherfucking
me an
sponsoring.
apology
I
for
don't owe
lying.
you shit,
You owe me
nigga.
an
I
apology for
don't owe you
lying.
shit, nigga.
You
You'll
owe me an
never get it,
apology
bitch.
for lying because
You'll
your
never
facts
get
was
it.
wrong.
Because I
You lied. You
said
came
and
up here
goddamn
lying.
shot him
You
live.
came
And
up
he
here
played
lying,
all the
bitch.
shit that
Bitch, you
you
came up
said,
here
bitch.
lying.
That's
You
was
came up here lying.
just like this
You
about
came up
all
here lying and you didn't have your facts straight.
Hey, right up there and said,
You
"Oh yeah,
came up
I
and
did
Well, what
call
are
it
the
a fucking
facts?
time, bitch.
I mean, come
You
on,
was a
Kanisha
liar,
Sparkles, you gotta
nigga."
come with facts. Because when y'all putting stuff on folk, y'all need to come with some hardcore facts. Now, he said he was telling the story, and he said this was not his sentiments. But I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what concrete evidence that you have.
I'm telling you, Jay
So what
Wilson,
what what so
Shotgun
what did
playing
Shakim
because I
say?
ain't want to come at this drag queen for nothing. I ain't want to come at Stephanie
Well,
for
what did
nothing.
Shakim say? You said Shakim, so what did Shakim say?
He said, "This is why I don't deal with black people because they're ignorant, they're aggravating, and they act like animals, monkeys, and all that shit." Did you or not? Did you or
That's
did
a
you not
lie. I did
say that,
not say
Stephanie?
that.
You are
Nope.
damn
I did
lie.
not say
Make me
that.
go get
I never
Shakim and
said
bring him over
animals
here.
or nothing.
Make me go.
I
Yes,
never
the
said
fuck you
nothing like
did.
that.
I ain't gonna
I
just
never
come at
said
you
nothing
just
like
to come
that.
at you.
Nope.
The fuck
I
you
never said
mean?
nothing.
You're a
You've
lying ass
been
bitch, and
trying to
that
come
shock
up for me,
therapy
trying to
ain't
come up for me. You've
motherfucking
been trying to
working,
come for
bitch.
me.
And they should have
Well, you
shocked
know
your
what,
ass to
Sparkle?
the fucking
If you
electrocution,
think
bitch.
I'm a
That's what they
racist,
should have
then
shocked you in. I
so
know what the
what you
fuck
gonna
you
do
is.
about it? What you gonna do
Did you?
about it
I
though? If
know.
you think I'm a racist, then let me be a racist and what you gonna do about it at the end of the day? What you gonna
Porch
do
monkey
about it?
Charlie, porch
What
white
you gonna do
albino
about
monkey
it though?
Charlie. I'ma drag the fuck out of you
If
because
I'm
you
a
ain't gonna sit
racist,
around my
if
people.
I'm a
You
racist,
ain't
it's
gonna
a free
sit around
country,
my
ain't it?
people and
If I'm
play
a
that
racist, it's a
goddamn
free
play.
country.
So
So
why
mind your
you sucking
goddamn
Jay
business.
Wilson ass?
Mind
Why
your
you up
damn
under
business and
everybody
let
ass?
me be
All
racist
that
over here
mind your
by
business
myself.
and stop
I ain't
playing
bothering
our
you.
business,
I ain't
okay?
bothering
Because
you.
I ain't
So let me be
grandmother.
racist on my by myself. I ain't
Feed your
bothering you going
alcohol
around
with
looking for
the
you.
fucking
So
sun,
mind your
bitch.
business.
Y'all can stand up in the fucking sun, bitch. Y'all the ones that got diseases and couldn't fucking stand up, bitch. It was for you white trash motherfuckers. It was for y'all asses. Y'all couldn't do
I'm
it.
not
Don't
white, so
ever
I
come
know
and
who
play
you're
in
But
my
talking
pussy,
about.
Sparkles,
bitch.
but
Don't
Sparkles,
play
that
in
that
my
you,
pussy, bitch.
but Sparkles, yo,
No, this person is a
y'all,
nut.
I mean, so drop the stuff that Shakim had and everything. I would love to hear if
Oh,
he
he plays
said that,
whoever he
but
has.
Sparkles, but look, Sparkles, the girls say you come over here like Tulsa being chaotic. That's what the girls are saying. And I love you down, Niece. But Niece, you cut up this morning. I mean, Niece, you hit something. I'm like, girl, you cut
That's
up this
racist when you
He's
morning.
say
not
no
even
shit like
listening
that.
to you right now. He's
Yo,
not even
you
listening
shouldn't
to you.
listen to me. You know you just
Now, Pinky said, Sparkles girl, I need you to calm down. Your mic is toe up because you gonna calm down. I'm reading something
Okay,
now.
let me calm back.
Stephanie said his
Let me calm
daddy
back.
was right. Hold
Stephanie
on.
start lying.
Yeah, put the pipe down. Put the pipe down.
Stephen said his dad was right. Blacks are no good. That's why his daddy kept him away from blacks.
Okay, now look, can I explain that?
Okay, go ahead.
Let me explain that. Okay. So now what's being left out of that is the context. So what led me up to that point is that is probably the most upset I've ever been in sector history out of anybody. But what prompted that was this old ass weirdo. When I wasn't around, said that he was going to pull up on my daughter, my minor child. And when I found out about it 3 days after the fact, so I went back and checked proof, and there it was, him talking about just that. This is back in the Umar sector. So you guys want to know the backstory, so I'm gonna let you know. So when I went live, I was very heated because I'm like, why didn't anybody fucking check that nigga for him talking about he was gonna roll up on a minor child? If you are not going to protect the black children in the community, what are we doing as a community? So that is where that started from. That is where that started from.
Okay, Lady Sparkles says the lies. Okay, well, Lady Sparkles, baby, let me say this.
And
Whether it's
also,
true,
mind you, there is no how is he able to keep me away from black people when he married a dark-skinned black woman for over 50 years and had 5 children with her? And we went to a black Baptist church my entire life. So what black people am I being held away from? So that story falls apart. The Umar sector didn't fall for it. It's because it's illogical. There's no actions that support that.
and let me say this too, Stephen, whether it's true or not, the topic was somebody being a little malodorous and how the pictures that
That's
were
exactly
seen,
what the topic
what the
was. Yeah,
pictures that
but
were
that
seen
person
kind
likes
of
to
corroborated what
deflect.
was going on. And see, this is
Right.
why folk have a little issue with Sparkles. Now, Sparkles, I love you down these, but you do come over and change topics and stuff. And you don't like Stephen. You may not like what Stephen is talking about right now because he's talking about Shakim, but we are talking about somebody being, a little tart. So I get it. And like I said, him don't liking black people, then that's gonna be another topic. We might do that topic, but the topic today is I saw some pictures about somebody and it kind of
Now let's talk
yeah.
about not liking black people, because I think as a black person, when you go to a city that is predominantly white, and you know that how the perception that white people have on black people, especially when they can make you know, brush us across the board with broad strokes, like just based on one interaction with one black person, they think that that's how we all are. Why
Mhm.
would you show up and be a bad representation on the black community? Now, to me, that means that you don't like black people, because you are setting a bad example and a bad tone for black people, because the black people I know, they shower and they have good hygiene.
Well, it's a lot because you know you got white stank people too. I think stankness. I think
But
when
that's
people.
not the thing though. When you are going to a place where you know that you are the minority and there's very few black people, then you should present yourself in the best manner that you can. And
Oh yeah,
and
most
showering and
definitely.
hygiene is a minimum. That's a
But
minimum,
this is
and
where
it's
I'm
very
going,
simple and
Stephen.
easy.
This
You
is
don't
where
have to
I'm
be a
going with
rich
that, though,
person to wash
Stephen.
your ass.
But this is where I'm going. I think somebody. I think somebody really has a mental illness, or there has been some trauma, because I just don't think that you can do that and do. You know, I don't think you can do that. And that's why I say it,
And
because
think
I
that you can
believe
drag
that
people.
I don't believe stank is relegated to a color. I think stank is relegated to mental illness. I think stank is relegated to trauma, and then it may be some internal
Yeah,
that
there's
he
stinking
may
people
need to be doing something.
of all colors. But what I'm saying though is that when you go to these areas that are predominantly white, then
Mm-hmm.
maybe you should spruce yourself up a little bit and not try to tarnish us as a community. And now I think that that is being against the black the community, because I would never show up like that ever, because I present as a black person, and when if I get arrested, they're gonna check mark me down as a black person. I know that.
Well,
So
look, I'm actually bringing it back to what we were talking about, hygiene,
now let me
because
ask you this, Jay Wilson.
Mhm.
Now I know that this person does have you know, some trauma that they've endured, like some sexual trauma that they've endured. Now, do you think that plays a part? Because I know King Roman, he did mention on that a little bit about, you know, the situation that happened between him and his daddy. So do you think that might be a situation as to why he comes on here looking for family members, and why his hygiene is? Because maybe certain people do that as a way to be unattractive to other people, because you seen that movie Precious. Remember how like she gained all that weight so she could appear
Mhm.
unattractive to her stepfather? Maybe it could be one of those situations, like that's a learned behavior to keep his daddy off of him. I don't know.
Well, I do
It's
not
just
know. That could be
a
it. I don't
theory.
really know. Let me say this.
Just a
Yes,
theory.
black people or white people, you need to be presentable wherever you go. I don't care who you are. I'm black and I don't want you to be stank. I don't care if you was with a whole bunch of white people. I don't think you should be coming stank around anybody. But I do think, Stephen, you know, now that you mention it, I did hear King Roman mention a little bit of that. I didn't know if it was true or not. If it's true, that could be it. That could be it. It could be not taking baths, so the perpetrator, if that's the case, would not harm them. I do not know. I wasn't in the household, but I do believe that there is some type of trauma involved in this, or some type of mental health issue involved with it, or something internal. People just don't come up stank because they want to be stank. There is something that is going on. I mean, and I'm being real. This is no shade, but there's something going on. So I don't know if that's what it was or not. I didn't know that he went through that trauma. That's deep. That is some deep trauma. I didn't know that. That's some deep stuff.
Yeah. Jay Wilson, I did a receipt show on one of my shows where I showed uh, what's his face in.
Sparkles. Let me say this, Sparkles. Let me say this,
Go ahead.
Sparkles. Let me say this, baby. Let me say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be kind and try to be nice as possible. See, Sparkles, let me tell you what you did. I'm gonna tell you what you did, Sparkles. I don't have an issue. Now, Sparkles, we're getting back on the hygiene. You brought up race and you brought up all of this stuff, Sparkles. That's what you did. And if you do this, I'm going to stop you coming on here. Now, Sparkles, I have given you the space. As long as I have been on here, I have given you the space to say what the hell you want, even when it has thrown off stuff. But what you're not going to do today, because I love you, niece, but you're not going to come and make this about this. Sparkles, we were talking about hygiene.
And I was
Okay?
muted for
Now,
a couple minutes.
if you want a show about racism and all of that stuff, then find a content creator who will be able to deal with that. But Sparkles, I gave you a platform, and see, Sparkles, I'm gonna stop letting you say what you want to say. Then you can't have it both ways, niece. You can't come over here and spout off all of this, and then you want to hold folk accountable for it. So what I'm gonna start doing, if you can't respect my space to go back to hygiene and not race, then I'm not gonna let you come back up here. Because you came up with a whole different topic because you have a problem with Stefan. You have a problem with some Stefan said. And I can understand you being upset. And I let you express yourself, but we're going back to hygiene, boo-boo, because we're not talking about that, and you're not going to make this about that. But if that's the case, then I'm not going to let you come back up because you can't have it both ways. Okay, baby, but we ain't talking about that. We talking about hygiene right now. And then if you don't like what we talking about, Sparkles, then this is the time to start your platform. This is the time that you get your platform together. And girl, I'll try to get you to 1,000, but that's what you do. But I'm sorry, I'm talking about hygiene.
Can I just say one last statement since you brought that up?
Yes.
And I'll move along past it. So Sparkles, with that, that's not even a topic like in the Umar sector. That was a narrative that was stretched at the time for content, and people quickly moved on past it because in my 6 years of being over there, there's no indication of that. So you would see that in someone's actions. There's no actions to support that because I support Black YouTubers. I donate. I support Black businesses. There's no indication that shows anything like that. That's why it never stuck, because it's not a story. It's not true. It was a storyline at the time being. Now moving along.
But this is the thing, Sparkles. Again, this is where I have an issue with you. And I'm not upset with you, but I'm going to tell you why I have an issue with you. You came on the platform. You went left. You start talking about Stefan. You don't like Stefan. You start talking about race and all of that stuff. That was not what we were talking about. But I gave you space to spout and say what you wanted to say. Okay? This is what we were talking about. I gave you space to say what you wanted to say, Sparkles.
Why are these trans so angry?
This is the thing. If we're going to be angry because I'm changing it back now to hygiene and you have an issue, then Sparkles, I'm going to stop you from saying what you want to say. Not because I don't think that it's fun or funny, but see, today is not that day, Sparkles, because again, we were talking about
current event.
And we were talking about this. So my thing, and then you bring in Catherine in and all of that. Sparkles, stop. Sparkles, stop. Sparkles, stop.
And
Sparkles, stop.
So
and like I said, Sparkles,
I'm not a white person.
No, Sparkles, nobody is ignorant, but Sparkles, I want you to realize what you do. You come over, you jump on people's panels, you cuss folk out, you do all of this stuff. I don't have a problem with you doing this, but Sparkles, the topic is not racism, it's hygiene now. And I'm not going that route because, again, I'll let you do that. But Sparkles, baby, I love you down, but I'm going to stop y'all from doing stuff. Because if y'all give y'all an inch, I'll take a mile. And I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in Stefan's daddy. Maybe in another season, but baby, I'm not I'm not interested this season.
Me
That's all I'm
neither.
trying to say. And can I say this
Mm.
too? I'm not invested in this. Emotionally, what Steph and
Ugh.
Daddy got to do, I don't have nothing to do with my mortgage.
It ain't got
It
nothing to do
don't.
with me either.
It really don't. And I'm just being real. But see, Lady Sparkles, I give you the opportunity to come up here and express your opinion, and we move on. That's all I'm saying. And we're not changing the topic because the topic was on hygiene. And that's all I'm saying. Now, you do have a personal vendetta and a personal issue
But
with
to
Stefan.
lie though, but to
You
lie,
deal
and
with
I'll be
that.
waiting on my apology too because you straight up lied. You said I said those things. I was telling a story. You lied. You said I said those things. I did not say anything like that. You damn liar. Now back to these funky ass Caucasian chapped feet and
But you know what? Hold
heels.
on for a minute. You know what the gag is, Sparkles? The gag is you right. And the gag
Now
is
see,
you
this is what
focus on, well,
Sparkles
hold on for a
wanted.
minute, Stephen. The gag is you focus on what you want to focus on. But I'm gonna say this, Sugar Lamb. That's what I'm gonna do with you, Sparkles, because we never had an issue, but I think this is gonna be an issue. And Sparkles, I just think I'm just gonna go ahead and step back a little bit because again, I don't appreciate how you coming, and I don't think it's right. Now, Sparkles, I've given you platforms when the girls done talked about you and say, Sparkles, come in here and da da da. Sparkles, you done cussed this man out. You done did this. This man sat here and took it and all of that stuff. And Sparkles, since you're such an activist and since you're such a civil rights leader, then go ahead and start your damn channel then. But what I'm telling you is that you're not going to get access and then do this. Now, it's going to be either one or the other, Sparkles. It's going to be one or the other, baby.
She wanted to ruin your show. Oh my
You know,
God,
it's one
today.
of the others. And the show is not ruined,
And that is so
but let me say this.
anti-black
This
to ruin a
season is
black
I'm
man's
gonna
show.
call the shit out this season. And Sparkles, you do this. Let me tell you what you do. You come up here, you jump on the platform. We don't have a problem with you jumping on the platform. You do change the topic. Okay. I don't have a problem with you changing the topic. But my thing is I'm not with that. And what I was focused on, I'm going to be focused on what I was focused on. And just because we don't talk about what you focus on, Sparkles, you can't do that. But you do that.
Well,
And
Jay
that's all
Wilson,
I'm saying, baby. And
I,
look, I ain't
it's
calling you out.
it's very
I don't know
anti-black
Stephen's
and
dad. I don't know
racist.
this story.
It's
But
very
then
anti-black and
you
racist
look
for
at the
Sparkles to
platform
do
and what
that.
we was talking about. And Sparkles, maybe you do like Shakim, and maybe you
Mm.
don't like what we're talking about with Shakim. Okay, I get it, but we're going right on back to that because again, Sparkles, we're not talking about racism right now. Hygiene don't have nothing to do with race. If you have issues with your hygiene, either you have faced some bad trauma, you are mentally ill,
Yeah, nobody brought up race in regards
or
to
that. It don't
hygiene.
have nothing to do with race today.
It's about knowing better, and that can be any
That's all.
race.
But Sparkles, that's all I want. And Sparkles, I didn't even have a problem with what you just did. But then it's like, okay, but then it takes us
Well,
off from what we were talking
you know
about.
what,
That's all.
Jay Wilson, I have a problem with it because I think it's very anti-black and racist for her to come up here and try to be a chaos demon and distract and try to ruin your show. That's very anti-black to do to a black YouTuber trying to get his coins. Very anti-black and very racist. So let's go. Now moving along,
I don't even
Sparkles.
know that. I just think that, I'm looking at it, and my thing is
Because I came
sometimes,
up here
let me say this,
respectful.
sometimes it works, but this ain't the time. And the thing is, it's like, so
That's
again,
because
we're talking about
she
hygiene.
don't respect black people and black YouTubers because that's her racism showing. So see,
And let me
bitch, I
say
can
this,
flip this shit
let me
right
say this,
back on
Sparkles.
you. You
Let me
ain't
say
doing
this,
nothing.
Sparkles. It's a lot of things going on. It's a lot of things happening. Now, Sparkles,
And there's a lot of things in your
your
background too.
issue is with Stephen. But Sparkles, don't mess up my shit to get to him.
Yeah,
If you
stop
want
being
to get to him,
anti-black.
just get to him, boo boo. Because let me tell you something, Sparkles. I don't jump on nobody's platform doing you wrong.
Yeah, I got my
Sparkles,
own
people,
platform. You could have
Sparkles,
tapped my link.
yeah. Let me say this to this Lex Little Floor, honey. You go, baby. You gone.
What
You
happened?
gone.
What they
This
say?
is my platform, and I'm having this conversation, baby. And like I said, it's blocking season, honey. It's a reduction, honey. We reducing like Amazon, baby. We are reducing like UPS,
We cutting the
honey. It's a
workforce.
restructuring up in this
We're
tip.
done.
Okay, can you hear me better now? 'Cause
Yes,
I'ma
ladies,
say
boss.
this and
I'm
I'ma
talking about. I
drop.
want you to hear me like I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me good.
That was
Niece, I
very
love you
racist.
down. I love you down. But niece, you do shit like that. And niece, this is not the shit today because we were talking about hygiene. And I know you don't like Stefan. I know you don't like, you think he a racist and all of that stuff. But niece, you altered the whole conversation today.
But and then
And
while doing that, she
I'm just
exposed
telling
her
you, I don't have a
racism.
problem
She
with you.
exposed her
But my thing
racism.
is, we could have gotten off of that, and I'm good because you know I get back on track. I get
Yeah, I
back on
got you.
track. And
I
now
got you.
Stefan's daddy and his daddy could award. Let me say this. No slight to Stefan. Stefan daddy could have wore a sheet with flames of fire. Baby, we'll deal with that another day. But right now we talking about hygiene, and that's what I was getting at. And we were trying to
Okay,
get back.
okay.
I let you come in and say what you say, but then we got to get back to what I need to get back to. And you kind of
Okay.
disrupted that today.
You
I
owe
love
him
you
Okay, I do
down.
apologize for
So
that because I jumped up
that's
here.
right.
Hold on one
Apologize,
second.
bitch.
No, I'm not
No,
apologizing
stop,
to
Stefan,
you.
because we ain't
I'm
going. No,
apologizing
Stefan.
for
No, boo,
No, you
boo. We
Jay
already
gonna be
just
Wilson.
did
I'm
diplomatic.
not
apologize. You
We gonna be
apologizing
apologized to this black
diplomatic.
I'm
man. You
apologizing to
disrespected.
Jay
You
Wilson because
disrespected
I
that
didn't
man.
know what
Okay,
I
I
said.
accept
Now let
that.
me.
I
Hold on.
accept that.
Can you
Now you
mute
know
him?
what? You know what? You know
Can
what?
he
I'm
mute
tired of
because I'm getting
y'all
ready to
hoes.
stop him?
I'm gonna
Hold
let
on. Let
y'all
me.
hoes fight it out. Cause I'm tired. I ain't trying to stop it no more.
I'm
I
on
done
mute,
said
Jay
what I'm gonna
Wilson.
let
I
y'all
ain't
hoes
fighting
fight it
with
out. Cause
them.
I'm tired.
I'm on mute.
You can say what you need to say. Now, talking about I expose myself, my racism. I love all people, but I'm going to
Then why
call
did you
out racism.
disrespect this man's platform, this black YouTuber, this
And I
black
just
man's
apologize.
pockets?
Why did you lie on
But you
me, on
came on here
Pastor?
disrespecting.
In
I
the
came
chat.
on here.
Why
See, it shows by your
did
actions.
you
Your
lie
actions
on
showed
Peter,
your
on Peter
internal
Pan?
racism
No,
for trying to
yours
ruin
shows
this man's
yours,
panel.
baby. Because I didn't
You
come up here
showed your
talking
tea.
about
You
if
spilled
I
your
was a
tea,
racist,
and you
what
mad
would you
about
do
it.
about it?
Yeah, and what? And what you gonna do about it? Whatever I got going on, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Hey, you're
Nothing. You
just
ain't gonna
like
do
your
shit.
daddy. I don't give a shit.
You
I
don't know
don't give a
anything
shit.
about
They
me.
complain in
But
your
if I
face.
was,
They
why
complain in
don't you
anybody's
don't know
face.
my father? I know one thing, my
Everybody else.
father would have helped your
Well,
black
everybody. I
ass.
don't give a fuck
My
about
father would
your
have helped your
father.
black ass and gave you and donated to your ass to get you out the streets. I know that much. You just fell for the okie doke of an old storyline that nobody held on to.
My shit. I ain't bumping. So what's the
Yeah,
new
you fell for
storyline? Why
okie
you
doke.
lying on Pete, the panel killer, and everybody else that's in the chat? Oh, so
Why
now
are you?
everybody lying on you? Everybody lying on you?
Did
Just like
everybody
they
lie
lied
on
on
you
Catherine?
about them PDF
Everybody lied on you
charges in
just
your
like they lied on
background?
Catherine when she
Because
was changing Jay
didn't Shock
Wilson.
Him come out
Stop
about them
playing with the
PDF
bullshit.
charges in your
Don't play in my
background?
face. But
What
like I
about them
said, Jay
PDF
Wilson,
charges you
I
got in your
apologize.
background?
Bitch, that's
What
your mama.
about
I
the
don't have
PDF
charges, ho.
charges in your
I'm so much in
background?
the music
I am
industry
more
and have a
interested about
legacy,
This is
that
bitch.
goddamn
You sit
bullshit.
there
because
and believe that
Y'all
shit.
derailed the
And
because
let me,
motherfucking
don't tell me
conversation.
about
the
Stephanie
Fasano.
PDF
and
ch-
Cause that
motherfucking
files,
drag
the
queen
Sparkle.
PDF
ass bitch
charges are
I'm
can't
tired
come
of
on
fraudulent.
both of you
camera.
motherfuckers. I'm tired of both of you motherfuckers. No matter where the fuck both of y'all
I'm tired
motherfuckers
of
go,
me too.
y'all derailed the motherfucking conversation. Jay Wilson was
And
talking about
I'll
motherfucking
take my
Shasha, and
responsibility,
I don't
Melissa.
want
I
to
love you.
motherfucking hear. Both of you goddamn calm drinking booty looking motherfuckers be doing the goddamn shit. I'm gonna keep it all the way motherfucking 100. Can't neither one of
I'm a
y'all
grown ass
motherfuckers
woman.
say y'all
I
don't
can
derail the
apologize for my
goddamn
shit.
conversation.
Sparkle, your mic
I
is
ain't
not
motherfucking
working.
playing with neither one, and I ain't got no
That's why
problems
they
with
can't
y'all.
hear me.
But both of you
Yeah.
motherfuckers do it.
But I got Melissa.
One
I
of
got you,
y'all gonna
Melissa.
talk
Let's
that
go,
shit to y'all
Melissa.
goddamn
That's me out,
platform.
baby.
Oh, I'm gonna
That's
read his
all
app.
the
And if
fuck
he
y'all
wanna
got
come,
to
he
do.
can. But like
That's
I
not the
said, I
topic.
apologize
She's
to
trying
Jay
to tell you to
The
Wilson.
get back
fuck
to the
wrong with both
topic.
of
You're
you
not even listening to
motherfuckers?
her.
But
Both of
can I
you
say
goddamn motherfuckers do the same goddamn fucking thing.
the show has
And you
completely
ain't
been
got no business.
derailed?
This man was
My
talking
mic still
about
messed up.
what the fuck he came on and say. And
I was on
Sparkle,
topic.
come on, Sparkle. Stephen, you motherfucking over.
Go
Don't
ahead,
sit your ass
Melissa.
in the motherfucking corner some goddamn
Yes,
Okay,
way.
ma'am. Yes,
Melissa.
ma'am. Right away.
Melissa's upset, honey.
You gotta tell me
Melissa's
twice,
not
Miss
trying to
Melissa.
hear it. What's up, Toya? Melissa looking like somebody teacher. What's up, Toya?
I
I'm
just want to
out. That
say,
don't make no goddamn fucking sense.
I
Bye.
just want to say, Stefan, I see what you're doing with the whole. Hold on.
Okay, go
First of
ahead.
all, you're trying to overly compensate because I did hear that anti-black video, but that's not the topic. And plus, stop saying that so and so. You cannot be racist towards your own. And this is not that you're using the
No,
definitions
I
all
never
wrong.
said
That is not
that. I never said
anti-black.
that.
Yes, you said that earlier. You
I
called
never said
Sparkles
I
racist.
can't be
You
racist
can't.
because I'm black. I
No,
never
no,
said
no. I
that.
didn't. No, you said it a few moments ago. And what you're
Thank you.
trying to do is overcompensate because you know it's true what Sparkles did say, but it's not the topic. So stop saying anti-blackness when it's not anti-blackness nor racism. Now
Okay,
let's get back to the
what?
show.
Okay, what?
We'll
No,
get
no, no,
back to
no,
the
no. You
show
can't
now.
make a blanketed statement like that and move
It's
on.
not a
What
blanket
actions
statement.
have I?
Those are
What
definitions.
actions? Well, tell me,
Those are
show me what
definitions that you're
actions.
using
But you
wrong.
show people who you are by your actions. What
But let
actions
me
That's
do
say
not
I
this. See,
show
that's
that are
this is the
anti-black?
whole issue
using
here, though. This is the whole
You don't
issue.
have
Well,
any
hold on,
examples.
everybody. This is the whole issue, and I'm
That
gonna cut it.
narrative does
See,
not
the
mean the
thing
truth.
is, somebody came in and changed the topic. The topic is dealing with hygiene. Now, I'm gonna let y'all do what the heck y'all want to, because I'm gonna leave this phone on and I'm gonna let y'all go through this.
I'm
But
gonna
I'm gonna
drop
stop
down Jay
this.
Wilson so you can
I'm
continue
gonna
your
stop this
topic. Okay.
topic changing, because once I get on the topic, and Lady Sparkles, once you finish your tirade, you gone. Because I am not gonna have this, because the topic was hygiene, and I don't like
Yeah,
people
and like I
coming
said,
to
I'm
do
sorry.
that.
I
Now, I love you
apologize to
down,
you, Jay
these,
Wilson, and
but
it was,
again,
yes, I
if
know.
the topic was, listen to me, the topic was
Thanks for having me
hygiene.
up, Jay
Now,
Wilson.
I'm gonna have a strict rule. Either you're gonna follow by my rules and we're gonna stay by the topic, or you can spout off and we go on to the topic. Because what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna say, if you can't stay to the topic, you can't come up. Now, I don't give a damn
Okay.
if you come up and do what you want to do, but when I say get back to the topic, hell, we get back to
Topic.
the topic, or don't
And
come
let me
back up here.
apologize because
It's
I
only
came in and
fair.
didn't know
It's
what the
only
topic was,
fair. Listen to me.
and I
It's
take
only fair.
accountability for that.
Now, it's
Yes,
only
and I take
fair. I like
accountability
you
for that.
coming
Yes,
up, but
exactly.
that's what we
Yeah,
gonna
I
do.
know.
That's what we
Yeah, I
gonna do
got you.
now. Now that's
I
what we
got
gonna
you.
do.
And
I
Melissa,
ain't
you
gonna,
know
I'm
I
not
love you.
gonna
You
ask.
stand
I'm
down
not
10
asking for a
toes
Congress.
down.
Hold on for a minute.
Yes,
Hold on.
yes.
Because last I checked, I created the platform. So I'm gonna create these rules, because I see things are getting out of hand. Now, if you're gonna come and do stuff off a topic, then we gonna get back on topic. Now, if we can't get back on topic, then I ain't letting people up. That's it. It's just that simple. Because this is a major thing. Take this shit up with Stefan. Get on Stefan's channel. Get your own damn channel and take this shit up. But at the end of the day, this is my platform, and we were talking about hygiene. If I wanted to deal with the race war, I would have called Gates, and we would have sat down, and I would have got a whole panel to do that. Stay to the damn topic. Okay, y'all do what the hell y'all want to now. I'm getting ready to go eat my salad.
Okay, I got that. Now, like I said, I wholeheartedly apologize because you always do let me up, and you know you don't pay to let, you don't gotta get paid to get up and all of that. And I do apologize, but I am gonna read his ass. I'm gonna see if his anti-ass got the balls to come over to my platform, and I'm going to put his name in my title. But like I said, Jay Wilson, you know I care for you a great deal. I don't like people playing in my face, and like Michelle said, and others that were in the chat that's not sitting there blinded. He is a racist. And I don't care what he's saying, he ain't the only one. Just like I said, I don't like from the struggle that we went through that y'all didn't have to suffer through. He is, because nobody that's sitting there says, oh, if I was a racist, what would you do about it? But you all up in, but just like ZX. Oh, I can't stand, I'm homophobic, I'm waving this flag, but you always in the gay sections, always in this. And no, I did not mean to change the topic because I didn't know what the topic was. I can take grown woman full accountability for that. In the same token, Catherine is homophobic. Catherine plays in people's face, just like the whole chat was dragging her. And no, I can't. I ain't gonna say I don't fuck with Tulsa, but yes, Tulsa had a right point. And a lot of people are. See, they like to call out everybody else and put them in the light, but they can't put themselves in the light. I know how to stand when I was wrong. And Melissa, you know I love you down, and you was correct. You know I love you down, and I can take mine. I can stand in mine, and I don't give a fuck. Don't bring up Dead Pizarro to me or nobody else, because like I said, that Avatar Nation shit shouldn't have started. If you're gonna talk shit about people, let people be able to critique you. That's coward behavior. You got a husband, fake husband, but you begging for crab legs every day. Get out my face. And my house could be dirty, clean, or whatever. Just like I said. And my sentiments is this. And no, Shakim did shit too. But my sentiments is this. Is anybody going to help him? That could be an internal problem. Don't nobody know what problem that could be. Now, I know he took a shot at you. I don't know how deep it was, but that could be an internal problem. What's going to be the solution? That's my thing. But I'm sick of y'all with the selective outrage. Oh, this can't be called out, but that can be called out. It's all wrong, period. And I said what I said. Like I said, I'm a grown woman. I can stand on mine, period. Now, Stephanie, if you got balls and you so much, you can bring you and your daddy on the platform so I can read you down. All right, have a good one. Shout out to the real Rada Lives. Love ya.
Let these people have their day, but like I said, stay on topic, people. Please stay on topic. It's just not, again, I love Sparkles down. Sparkles is a unique person to the B sector, but sometimes we do get off the topic and it causes stuff like this. And I'm not saying that you were right or wrong about Stefan. I'm not here to defend Stefan. I'm not here to not defend Stefan. I'm here to talk about the topic at hand. And the biggest thing is let's stay on topic. We can talk about a lot of stuff, and I meant what I said because, I love Sparkles to come up, but then when I'm like, okay, that's great, let's get back on topic, then don't continue to do that, because then I'm like, well, baby, if we can't stay on topic, then, then we might have to reconsider folk coming up, because it is what it is. So stay on topic. Now, I don't know if that boy's daddy is a racist or not and all of that stuff, and who he was with, Umar or Shumar or, well, I don't even care about that. We were just talking about hygiene, and that's it. That's all, boo. We was just talking about hygiene, and y'all just, I'm gonna put my commercials in. That's all I can say, honey. I'm gonna go ahead and put my commercials in. I'm gonna put my commercials in. But anyway, it is what it is, y'all. Let me get back to the work. But thank y'all for coming on. So I want to thank Stefan and Toya and Lady Sparkles and the people who came on. It is what it is. So it is what it is. So Charles, Catherine, and y'all gonna be cussing, I guess, next. And Miss Melissa Scott. Thank you, Miss Melissa Scott. Melissa cussed all of them out. I believe Melissa might have cussed me out. Oh, for that person who was saying I was over talking and I blocked them, girl, I'm so sorry. Let me unblock you. Just send me the email, okay? Girl, send me an email, because you know me, baby. It is real blocking season. I ain't playing, girl. If you even look cross-eyed at me, girl, you might get blocked. It's blocking season. So I'm sorry about that. I do make mistakes. So take it to my head and not my heart, baby, because I didn't know he was talking about me and Stefan. So if you can just send me that email, I'll unblock you, boo. Just let me know what I did. I apologize to you, but baby, hey, if you even breathe heavy on me, you might get blocked. I'm telling you, nobody ain't safe, girl. Nobody ain't safe. But anyway, I gotta go. Peace and love, y'all. Have a good day, and thank y'all for coming up. Bye.